Hello, icons. Welcome back. Let me turn my volume up. Welcome to Icon Hour. Welcome back again, another week. Last week was amazing. I had several chats in my DMs from people who watched last week's episode. And last week, I cracked open something most entrepreneurs don't want to admit: the fact that they don't own a business, they own another job. And I know that because I lived that. Excuse me. And that was a crucial awakening for me. Because if you can't step away for a week without losing money, you don't have freedom. You have another job. It's with a fancy title: founder, CEO, owner. But that's why I shared last week the exit plan, the 3 steps to finally stop trading time for money. But here's the thing: exiting the grind, that's truly only the first step in this. Because if you stop there, you've just walked away from the problem, right? Which is great, but you don't have a solution, right? And that's why we're here today. We're stepping into Freedom Flow. And Freedom Flow is the CEO's blueprint to building a business that pays you anywhere. This is where the real shifts happen. Because freedom is not about working harder. I've been there. I've done that. I've put in the more hours. I've started other companies. I've partnered. I've created affiliates. I've done all the things. It's about not doing all the things. It's not about chasing every trend. It's about packaging your genius into a signature offer that becomes the foundation of your business. If you are in a service-based business, whether you have a product-based business, it's the same. So let me take you back. There was a time when my business looked really super successful from the outside. But the truth was, it only paid me if I was available practically 24/7. I could go on vacation and still be chained. And I could go on vacation for a week. I had figured out how to still make money, but I was still chained. I couldn't turn it off. I had assistants, I had 2 companies, but I couldn't turn it off. And I'm sure plenty of you can relate to this. If you can put a yes in the chat, where it seems no matter how much delegation, maybe even automation that you add to your business, more tasks, more organization, you're still chained there. If you stop, the money stops. That's not freedom. That's just another trap. And I didn't realize it at first, right? I thought, I've built this beautiful life. I've created freedom. I've been able to take my family on amazing trips, provide amazing things, pay for my kids to go to college, get them cars, like give our family experiences that no one in my family has ever had. But if I stopped, the money stopped. It was just a trap, right? I was just an employee. And when that truly hit me, I was on a beach in Cancun, Mexico, sitting there watching my children play while I was on my laptop. Just checking, right? I knew something had to change. And that's when I created my first digital product that we call now Freedom Flow. It's the blueprint that allowed me to rebuild my business so that I could take it and it could pay me in Barcelona, where I'm at today, in Tulum, where I'm headed soon for the Icon Era retreat. If you haven't been to one, check it out. It's a retreat for female founders and women who want to become their own entrepreneur, their own female founder, to reset, recharge, release, and truly get back to the root of why you do what you do, while still being surrounded by amazing, successful women, being supported, and being pampered in luxury, because gifts and doing things for people is truly what makes me happy. Along with that, you get months and months and months worth of content. So while you're doing all of this, you're still having impact in your business, right? It also paid me in Costa Rica, or whenever I decide I want to live my life. Doesn't always have to be a massive trip or happen on a first class flight. So let's break it down. Freedom Flow, it starts with 3 core pieces. Okay? There's 3 pillars to this. Pillar 1 is discovering your genius, because freedom starts when you can identify the skill you can package. I've had so many conversations with women all over the world. How do I know what to sell? Well, how do I know what to do? I'm not you. I don't have this profession. Maybe you didn't go to college. Neither did I. Okay? But every single person has something they are naturally problem solvers at. Like they're the best at doing, better than others. Maybe you guide people through real estate. Maybe you organize chaos. That's VA work. Maybe you've been coaching people without even realizing it. Are you the friend that everyone runs to? Are you the planner? Do you put on the most spectacular parties? Are you an artiste? That's your genius. And the first step to that is recognizing that. And then you name it. It's as simple as that. You don't have to overcomplicate it. The second pillar is to package it into an offer. Your business becomes portable when your genius becomes a product. Hear me when I say that. Not endless hours, not random hustle. One signature offer that becomes the foundation. It could be a digital product. It could be a group program. It could be a coaching package. It could be a VIP day. It could be a consult. It could be anything. You could be auditing someone's content or their copy. The format doesn't matter as much as the clarity that you promise to deliver. So pillar 3 is to build the freedom system. Once you have discovered what your genius is and you have packaged it into how you're going to sell it, then you build the freedom system. It's very simple. It's like building a house. I reference homes and real estate a lot because that is truly where I learned a lot of my sales skills and the foundations of creating a solid business. Once you have an offer, you lay the systems. Systems that allow you to run without being glued to your desk or to your phone or to your delivery portal, whether it's Telegram. Think automation. Think simple tech stacks that don't require you to babysit them. The goal is not complexity. I know when I say systems, people think, oh my gosh, trust me. I was once that girl. I was not always tech savvy. I decided to start a real estate brokerage and boom, 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 I had to learn along the way. But nonetheless, the thing that I remember learning very early on in my career was simple scales, complex fails. Always, always keep it simple, baby. The goal is consistency. It does not have to be complex. That's what freedom flow is. That's what it is all about. It's the path from being an employee to owning your own business. It's the transition that so many entrepreneurs fail at, that they keep trying over and over and over at, right? To stepping into your CEO who builds assets that pay them anywhere. That's the goal. Now, let me stack this for you, okay? Last week, you learned 3 steps to the exit plan, the 3 steps to get out of the grind. This week, you've learned freedom flow, how to package your genius into an offer and then into a system. And next week, we'll step into cash catalyst, because that is where I will show you how to monetize through simple funnels that'll sell while you're asleep. This is the game changer. I had a real estate company, I have a virtual assistant agency, and still glued, making plenty of money, but not free. It wasn't until I learned what I am teaching you that I set myself free so that I can make money anywhere. And I have clients doing it every single month. So you see how it's building step by step, week by week. So this isn't just another live stream. This is Icon Hour. It is where women entrepreneurs stop playing small and step into building businesses that pay them anywhere. So if you're ready to stop being an employee of your business and start becoming the CEO of a freedom-based brand, be here every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in Barcelona, right here on YouTube. And if you want the replay or any additional resources, you drop the word freedom and I'll send you the link. It's always a pleasure to meet you here. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, wrapping up the weekend. Mwah. Bye.